Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. What's going on? Hope we are good. Alright, so in this video today I'm going to be sharing amazing strategy. Yeah, it's been long. I shared strategy. I've been giving you in-depth stuff about trading, but today specifically is going to be strategy sharing. So I've decided to share my best trading strategy here on YouTube. And I don't know, you guys might be asking why. After watching this video, the only question you'll be asking is, why is this guy sharing this thing free on YouTube? All right, because this kind of strategy, you can't get it anywhere on YouTube. But I've decided to do this free of charge for you guys, for the support, especially those who have been here, who always leave a comment in my videos. Remember I told you guys the robot I'm going to be giving out, basically I'm going to do it based on people participating on my channel, people who support me. I will definitely do that, so keep supporting me. I see you guys, the comment, the likes, everything. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing to this channel. Leave a positive comment on videos that you like. If you don't like the video, just move ahead to the next video, but this one I'm very sure you will like it. So in this video I'm going to be sharing a candlestick strategy. Now the problem that most of us have right here on that is traders, is that we just pick anything randomly anywhere and we will start using it. Now what you should know is that if candlestick patterns are like, if they are working perfectly the way people talk about it, that means everybody should be making money, because it's very simple to know the bullish engulfing, the bearish engulfing, the morning star, the evening star, the hanging man, the doji, the inside bar candlestick pattern, all of them. So that means people can easily pick those things, make money based on how people these candlesticks is speculated to play out whenever you see them. But the truth is that if you have not gotten to the level of, when you pick some information online, you go and research on your own and see how you can modify and figure out a way to make money on your own, that means you have not started, right? If you just pick anything, maybe you have heard that, oh, whenever you say bearish engulfing, you should enter a sell, and boom, you go to your chart, see bearish engulfing, you enter a sell. You're not going to be making money, guys. That's the truth. If you like, you believe it. If you like, don't believe it. But I'm telling you the truth. If you just take random stuff you see and you just want to apply the same thing and you want to make money, it's going to be difficult for you. Like, you see people talk about support and resistance, which is very nice and good, and you'll see a support level, because it's a support level, you want to buy. Anywhere you see support, you buy. Anywhere you see resistance, you sell. You're not going to be making money. That's the truth. But if you can modify that information on support and resistance and see extra, add extra stuff to it for you to, modify that particular stuff, so that you'll be able to squeeze out the fake one and the ones that are going to hold. Not all the supports that we hold the price from pushing to the downside, or resistance. So the same thing when it comes to candlesticks, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be starting with just one simple candlestick pattern, and it's going to be a series. If I get a lot of likes and comments and reaction to this, I'm going to continue, okay, with these candlestick strategies. But this first one I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using a simple candlestick pattern known as bullish and bearish inside bar candlestick pattern. It's a very simple candlestick pattern, which is very simple to picture and easier to remember. Okay, so let me start with the bullish inside bar. What you need is just a bearish candle. Maybe the candlestick is dropping at a time. You just see one particular candle this way. Okay, so if you look, this might have a wick or without a wick. Okay, so what you need is just a candlestick. Okay, this is a bullish inside bar. What it means is that this particular small candle, bullish candle, is inside the bigger bearish candle. Okay, this one is inside. Okay, that's why it's called inside bar candlestick. Okay, and this is a bullish inside bar. Once you see it, you expected to, that's the general stuff here. Once you see bullish inside bar, you're expected to buy, right? So if you also see a bearish inside bar, okay, that's the second one. When the price is pushing up, then you see bearish inside bar this way. Okay, so sorry, I needed to use okay, you see bearish inside bar this way. So this one, I'm going to be adding a week to that, right? So maybe this is a week, for instance, and this one is also having a week. Okay, so if you see, even with the week, this one is still inside this candle. Okay, it's still inside this candle. So this is bearish inside bar. So the general stuff you have there out there is just once you see the closing here, you then sell at this position. You see the closing here, you buy. So that's the what you have out there. Okay, and I'm not saying it's not working. Okay, I'm not saying it's not working, or you cannot make money doing the you know, this kind of buy sell stuff. Okay, this is the way you have it out there. Okay, but I'm betting you that more than 60% of the time it won't work this way. You keep losing money. Okay, if you are just trading these candlesticks this way. Okay, so what is the extra thing now to do? What is the extra thing now to do in order to make money with this information? So instead of just doing it randomly this way, what is the thing? How do you modify this to make money with this? Now, when you modify it, you remember you're not going to be having a lot of trades all the time. That's another important thing. You have to stay out of the market all the time, and you need a strategy that will help you stay out of the market all the time. You don't want a strategy that always keep you there, looking at your charts, looking for opportunities, you know, and all that, you know. So you need a strategy that will help you stay out of the market, you know, for maybe you can even not trade a day, 2 days, and all that. So how do we do this? So let's use the chart, okay, and this strategy is mind-blowing, you guys. I don't know why I'm sharing it. Okay, now 2 ways to let me just share the strategy first before I now share the ways you can actually trade the strategy, or the second entry. Okay, now let's just look for bearish inside bar or bullish inside bar. Okay, so if I'm starting with this candle, this is 4 hours time frame, so you need to look for this candlestick pattern on 4 hours time frame. That's the strategy, right? So if you look from here going up, we have one here. Okay, so if you look right here, we have this bullish candle, and we have another that is a bearish candle inside the bullish candle. So this becomes our bearish inside bar. Okay, I hope this is clear. There is no confusion. You can see this bearish candle is completely inside this bullish candle, so that's why it's called bearish inside bar candlestick pattern. So it's a reversal pattern to the downside, right? So now what most people will tell you to do, okay, is just wait for the price to close below here, you start selling. But it doesn't work all the time. So we want to see how can we actually, you know, take advantage of this. So the first thing is to use maybe now you have to just pick something. Okay, draw the high and the low. Okay, draw the high and the low. Then instead of doing it here, you move down to 30 minutes time frame. This is the first, you know, this is the setup, guys. Just draw the high and the low just the same way you see me do it here. Once the candlestick closes, okay, once the candlestick closes, you are expected to sell. Generally, you are expected to sell. And look at what happened. If you have, assuming you sold this after the closing of this candle, which is the closing is here. Okay, let me pick a line so that you understand this. So before I share the strategy, let me give you what people are doing, okay, so that you'll be able to avoid those things. So now, if I will pick a line to mark out the closing of this candle. So this is the closing of this candle right here. So the candle closes and people will now sell. So if you have sold here, your stop loss should be just a little bit above that inside bar candle. All right, that's where the stop loss should be, and maybe you are targeting this low. Look at what's happened. This particular bullish candle right here, let me remove this. this particular bullish candle use the wick and take you out of the market. You can see the long wick right there. Use this wick and take you out of the market, so you are no longer in this market. So how do you actually avoid this kind of stuff from happening and make the better entry? So this is like the B setup. I'm going to be showing you the A setup, which is the best. Okay, the one this particular one I'm just trying to share is just like the B setup, which is 50-50 stuff. I'm going to be sharing with you another way you can trade this, and you are coming out with profit 80 to 90% of the time. All right, so now instead of doing this thing that everybody's doing, what you are going to do is just to simply mark out the low and the high. All right, and extend the line. So this is the low and the high of this inside bar candlestick, right? So all this while that people are doing something and not doing anything, you want the price to close below the this particular line, this particular shape here. You can see this rectangle here. You want the price to close there. So after this 4 hours closing, you are not doing anything the next 4 hours. You are not doing anything the next 4 hours, because all this candle is still within this your zone, right? You want to filter out trade, the best trade, right? So you are not doing anything within this zone. And when you want to enter, you don't just jump in using your 4 hours time frame. Rather, you simply go down to 15 minutes time frame or 30 minutes time frame, anyone. Okay, so we have put in our setup. We are now looking for entry. Where are we entering this trade? So now you simply wait for the price to close, a candlestick to close below this your zone on 30 minutes time frame, which is exactly what happened right here. You can see the candlestick that closed below it. So at the closing of this candle below your zone, that's the point you now make your sell, and your stop loss is going to be close, a kind of now you are risking low. Okay, you can see where your stop loss just above this our line. Okay, above this our line, and you can extend your TP to any level. I don't know, maybe 1:2, 2, 3, 4, 5, anything you want. Okay, so this is how you can actually filter out and escape those fake breakout or fake wicks, you know, taking people off the market, right? So this exactly where you are supposed to make entry at the closing of this candlestick closing below this your zone. That's the point where you are going to be making your entry. So this is like B setup, guys. So I want to quickly share the best setup using this particular inside bar candlestick. Remember to start liking this video. Ready? Okay, if you are getting value, start liking the video and leave a comment. Let me know if you love this kind of series. I'm going to be creating this is just like the basic. I've not even gone to the major candlesticks, how you can actually trade maybe bearish engulfing, morning star, all those super candlestick patterns. So if you love this kind of setup, leave a comment. Okay, so this is the first way to take this. So which one is the kind of the A setup I'm talking about, which is the best setup? So now let's look for another inside bar candlestick. Okay, whether it's bearish or bullish. Okay, so we are done with this. We are going to check if we can get another inside bar. Okay, I could have taken this one as inside bar. Let me share this one. Let's see. There is another one. So look at, I said I could have taken this one, but if you see the wick of this one is below this bearish, so I'm not taking this. So we keep going back. So we see another inside bar right here. You can see this candle. Okay, is all the movement, both the high, the low, the body, everything closes inside this bearish candle. Okay, so this is bullish inside bar, even though you are having a bearish candle or doji right there. Okay, so now you have this particular candlestick right here. So what you need to do, let me still just give you a drawing. This is the candle. You can see the second one closes all the activities, both high, low, and everything is inside the high low of the previous one, right? So this one is a bullish inside bar. I'm taking this as bullish inside bar. Okay, now what are we going to be doing? The same thing we did, guys, in the previous one. but this is another another one. It's not like this, like the same entry. Okay, it's the same markup but not the same entry. Now we are going to do the markup. We simply pick our tool, then draw the high of that candle and the low of the candle and extend it. Okay, now you have the high and the low. What are you going to be doing? You simply go down to your lower time frame. Remember, this is the candle. Okay, let me just put it this way. This is the candle. So if you can clearly see, this is my markup. I'll now go to 30 minutes time frame, guys. Okay, so this is like the A setup. So if you have not liked this video and I want to share this, that means you are against this channel, guys. You're supposed to have started liking this video by now and even sharing. So this is the high, this is the low. So at this point, instead of you making entry anywhere here, you are just waiting. So you simply extend this line. As the price is going, you're extending the line. So this second entry, what we are looking for is a retest. You are looking for a retest on a lower time frame. So let me just explain this, because this is the most important setup, okay, in this particular candlestick series. That is for inside bar candlestick. So let's say that the price is dropping, and at a point we discover an inside bar candlestick pattern. So remember, I'm just using this. Let's say we have this, then we have this. Okay, now you simply mark out the high and the low of this, right? That's the setup. Now the second entry, which I say is the A1 setup, okay, is when the price now started. Maybe from here the price decided to go a little bit above here and here. So you don't just enter at this zone. All right, you know, the previous one I shared with you, once you go to lower time frame and see a close above this, you can enter your trade. But this one, you are waiting for the price to do whatever it's doing and retest this zone. I'm just using the same blue, green. It's supposed to be red, okay, when the price is dropping. So once the price retest here on a lower time frame, that's the point you are going to be buying. Okay, once the price retest, that's your zone. So you mark up your setup, extend it as the price is playing out. Just keep extending it or until the price retest there on the lower time frame. Then you enter a buy. Okay, so now let's go back to our chart. You can see that the price did everything and keep going to the upside. We're extending it until this zone. So this is the point where the price retested, and as the price retested, you simply buy either at this zone, okay, at the retest. You can use this at this point. You can now use the buy limits, okay, buy limit order, or you use sell limit order, depending. Then you can pick this. This is just the this is when the price is actually not making any move. All right, this is VS75. You know, this is a huge amount of money if you increase your loss size, anything like that. Okay, but this price is not even making any move here. So let's just check out another example, which should be the last day. I just want you guys to understand this very well. That's why I'm just going to be giving you another, maybe one more example. So we go to chart. Remember, I'm using 4 hours, guys. So you use your 4 hours time frame. So now we're on 4 hours again. You want to see the last example. So if you did not get all this one, just follow me on this. Let's look for another candlestick pattern. Okay, so we are looking for either bullish or bearish inside bar. Okay, I think we have one here. So look at this one here. This particular candle, this particular bearish candle is inside this one. You can see it right inside this one. So that's the bearish inside bar. So what we have to do, we just have to mark out the high and the low and extend it. High and the low, and we extend it. So now we have the high and the low of this candle. What are we going to be doing? We simply go down to 30 minutes time frame and look for a retest where the price retested after closing below that zone. The price should come back to retest it for us to make our entry. Okay, this one, guys, bet me on this. Okay, bet me on this. It's going to, you know, be a kind of strategy that is going to change the game for you. So you can see right here, this is the zone we mark out, and look at what happened. You have to extend this line. So instead of making entry where when others are making entry at this zone, because this is the not common way to make entry. Once the price closes, you just make entry, and look at this retracement. This could have closed your trade in loss. That's why I said if you use this normal thing you are seeing out there, you're always going to be losing money. You have to modify those things. Work, the support works, anything, candlestick patterns, chart patterns, indicators, they work. You just have to modify it your own way for you to make money, and that's how you can actually squeeze out a strategy of your own. So you don't just use anything. So that's why I'm doing the work for you right here, trying to squeeze out those strategies, what you can. And another thing with my videos is that it exposes you to a lot of things you can do yourself. You'll be wondering, how on earth can someone just reason this and start checking it out, coin it out, and it becomes a strategy. It will motivate you to go to your chart, start looking for things, and a way to put things together, setups together, backtest them, build confidence in them, and start making money with it. That's it. So here, this one I told you guys is the A1 setup. Look at what happened here. After this, you have marked out your zone, and you extended your zone. Okay, as the price is going, you're extending it. Okay, now the first entry I have shown you guys is once the candlestick closes below your markup, which is this particular, either this candle or this one. Okay, you are going to be making entry. That's the first setup. That's the first entry, right? And your stop loss should be above here. That's the first entry. Now the A setup I'm sharing with you is that you have to wait the price break out of this zone and retest it again. Just what happened right here. Okay, the price retested it, and you simply make your entry at the retest. Still set your stop loss above there, and your TP to any 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, anything, depending on whatever you want. But I just prefer using 1:2, maximum 1:3. Okay, so you can use anything on this particular setup. You can see when the price break out, the price retested, and you make your money from there. Now this is a bonus tip for all of you who have been watching this video to this moment. So I want to share with you also how you can make more money. Okay, so this one I'm going to share will help you not to miss entry. Okay, and also how to maximize your profit. When you have a strategy that works, what you need to do is to take advantage of the strategy, maximize your profit, make the most money, okay, with the strategy. Now, for you to maximize your profit with this strategy, what you have to do is that you're going to be making two entries. So you combine the first entry and the second entry that I have shared, okay, and you have to do it a kind of with risk management in mind. Okay, so what I mean is that now we have something like this. Why you are going to do this, why you are going to be doing this, okay, is because if, for instance, you use the second, which is the A setup on this, because I think this should be the place, okay, where, remember the first entry when I was sharing with you the first entry. If you use this here, you will not be getting that retest. You can see how the price dropped massively. So you might be waiting for the price to retest. The price will just break out and keep going to the downside, and we never retest the zone. So you miss that beautiful setup, just like this one now. Okay, so instead of missing this kind of setup, so what you need to do now is that once you see the price on a lower time frame closes below your zone, your markup, then you make entry with maybe the lowest lot size, right? You make the first entry here after the closing, okay, of that zone. You make the first entry with the lowest lot size, or maybe depending on your account, you can just, if you are, let me just use percentage of your account. Okay, let's say that your plan is to risk 5% of your account per trade, right? So now when the price closes below here, just make entry. Okay, make entry with just 2% of your account or 1% of your account, you make the first entry, right? Then as you are holding the trade, when the price is retracing back, don't close the trade, because you already know that the price is likely going to retest and give you the second entry, right? So if you made entry here, the price will push you into profit. So if the price is retracing, don't just close it because you are seeing the price. You don't want the price to take away your profits. Allow the price, because you already know that you have second entry. Okay, then when the price retraces back again, you can now make your second entry at this zone. At this point, you have 2 trades now running. Okay, at this point you have 2 trades running, so you can either make this kind of entry. So the reason why you might be asking me, oh, if I made this first entry and the price retraced back again, so by then the price I've taken this profit is just like me making a new entry, like I'm just doing the same thing over again. Okay, it's just the same. No, it's not the same thing. Why I say it's not the same thing is that the price sometimes might not retest. So if the price fail to retest the zone, which to give you the best setup, then you're already in with this, so you make money with the first setup. Okay, even though that the loss size is small, maybe you are making instead of making 5% of your account or 10% of your account, you are making 3%. So you are making money. That's the most important thing. So the reason why you are making this entry is for you to secure the first setup, in case if the price did not retest your zone, you're already in the trade, you make the money. But if the price retest again, you are still doing the same, you are still making money. The important thing is that you are making money. So this is you not missing out the trade. Okay, so it depends on whatever you want. You can just stick to one entry. You can take this, but I think this is the best, so that you'll not be able to miss out any entry. So guys, this is how you can actually use this candlestick. You can see you don't just use candlestick the way you see people use it. Okay, you need to coin out or strategize, use another, find something, modify that thing you are seeing out there, and look for a way to modify it to suit your kind of person, and go to the chart, backtest those things. That's why you have the history. Backtest those things, come back and start using it for your entries. So guys, that's that for this. I will be bringing another strategy like this candlestick strategy. If I see the reaction on this video, I'm going to create more strategies for you guys. So if you are new to this this YouTube, please subscribe, and don't forget to join my Telegram. That's what is in my mind. Okay, so if you are not yet in my new Telegram group, the link will be in the description of this video. You can just join the Telegram group using the link in the description. Okay, so leave a comment and stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now, guys.